Hello, everyone. I'm just going to share my screen. I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude to Laurent and Kelsey for their great team and their outstanding leadership on the human rights file, including CEDAW. ASH Canada was delighted to be a part of this important initiative, and we submitted a national report prior to the CEDAW summit last month. I'm going to review some of the elements of our report and provide some national context on this important issue. Canada has made positive strides in reducing gender inequities relating to tobacco use. However, a number of challenges remain, and I'll be sharing the good news and bad news. Let's start with the numbers. Smoking rates among women and men have been declining steadily since the 1960s in Canada. However, the gap between women and men has closed significantly over the years, due in part to aggressive industry marketing. Fortunately, the gap has not closed completely, and overall smoking rates among women remain 2 to 3 percentage points lower than men. Here's an age breakdown of smoking among women in Canada. Current and daily smoking rates are significantly lower among women under 25 years of age, and this is encouraging. We need to keep these rates trending down despite remaining challenges such as health inequities and youth vaping. And we cannot forget about older women who continue to smoke and need further support to quit. Canada is considered to be an endgame country, and in 2018, Health Canada set a target of reducing daily smoking to less than 5% by 2035. However, this target does not include any milestones or performance measures, and there is no coherent implementation plan. Subnational governments and NGOs have not been actively engaged in the development of a national action plan to achieve this target. And to my knowledge, there's been no meaningful dialogue with organizations representing special populations, including women and girls. So let's review the progress. Canada has banned flavors in cigarettes and most tobacco products, and that happened by 2017. We have standards for plain packaging that was implemented in 2021. We have new health warnings on tobacco products that were brought in 2023, graphic health warnings with significant messages, strong messages. We've implemented smoking bans in social housing in 3 provinces and territories. Canada has implemented outdoor smoking bans at many post-secondary institutions and public recreation spaces. And we have restrictions on the public use, sale, and marketing of vaping products, including product standards. Canada was the first country in the world to adopt large graphic health warnings in 2000, and many countries have followed. One of the most effective warnings has been Barb Tarbox, who was a lung cancer victim who died at the age of 42. Barb spent the last few months of her life campaigning against youth smoking across Canada with extensive media coverage. ASH fought hard to ensure that Barb and her message appeared on all cigarette packages, and we even confronted the Prime Minister in his own electoral district to make that happen. Canada's ban on menthol cigarettes and other flavored tobacco products has produced results and has contributed to continued reduction in smoking rates. In 2017, Canada was one of the first countries in the world to ban menthol cigarettes, and over 30 countries have followed. The national ban followed bans in several provinces, including Alberta, where ASH helped to get the ball rolling. Canada recently became the first country to require warning messages on each cigarette stick. These messages provide a constant and inescapable reminder of the hazards of smoking. This screenshot from the Global Tobacco Control Progress Hub displays Canada's progress in implementing the FCTC. Canada currently ranks number 1 in overall treaty implementation, although there are significant gaps remaining. These include the absence of national guidelines for Article 5.3, the absence of universal coverage for smoking cessation treatment, and the absence of sustained mass media campaigns. Canada is not participating in the MOP protocol to eliminate contraband tobacco, even though we have a significant long-standing illicit market. The Global Progress Hub is a collaboration between ASH Canada and the Institute for Global Tobacco Control at Johns Hopkins. Please visit the hub to monitor your country's progress. I'm going to explore some relevant policy omissions in Canada that are relevant to women and girls. As mentioned, we have an absence of guidelines for Article 5.3 regarding tobacco industry interference. There are no national flavor restrictions on vaping products, or the flavor restrictions we have are inadequate. We continue to allow package descriptors like smooth and rich. We allow depictions of smoking and vaping on screen and film. Tobacco price and volume discounts are allowed in Canada, with the exception of one or two provinces. Tax rates are lower than the WHO standard of 75% of retail price. And smoking cessation treatment in Canada is not universal, even though we have universal healthcare coverage. There is no sustained national mass media campaign. There's a lack of promotional restrictions on social media. There's no national ban on smoking in social housing, even though some provinces have acted. And smoking is allowed at most campuses and public recreation spaces, including provincial and national parks. So we've made gains, but there are still problems remaining. And the national minimum age of sale remains at 18. At COP10, Health Canada took a lead role in securing a decision to advance Article 2.1 to support the development of forward-looking measures that go beyond the treaty text. There are several possible measures that could further reduce tobacco and nicotine use among women and girls. In its latest treaty implementation report, Canada reported no progress in implementing measures that align with Article 2.1. We hope to see some progress in Canada's next report. So here are our recommendations for CEDAW, and Canada is urged to accelerate implementation of the Framework Convention, including measures to further reduce tobacco use among women and girls. And secondly, to pursue additional policy measures that align with Article 2.1 of the Framework Convention to provide further protection for women and girls. Please feel free to contact me if you need any more information. Thank you very much.